that website and then /forum, then there's a forum up and ready for you to post questions on our podcasts, to ask us questions, even to email us, and if it's an interesting question, we might answer it here.
Hopefully to get the website up in a few podcasts. We're just trying to mainly work on the podcasts first. They'll all be available on YouTube and stuff, so you'll be able to see them there, but eventually we'll have them on the site.
Yeah, I mean the first couple we're doing will probably end up being a bit sketchy, but we're hoping to develop those, and we'll eventually set into a rhythm which it'll look probably a bit more professional as well. And that's about it. I mean, if there's anything specific you want us to go through, I mean, post it on the forum, and if there's enough demand for it, we'll put it on. We're not just going to go through what we want. We're interested in this stuff as well. It's a learning curve for us. If you want us to look up something, then we'll research it and then get back to you guys with what we found out.
For the first podcast, I think we're going to be doing some basic NES mods, aren't we?
If we go through what we're doing for the our next podcast. We're going to be obviously having a look at the media again, as I said earlier, see if there's anything in the media hacking. We're going to be looking at, in terms of the modding, as Tommy mentioned, we're going to be looking at the very old NES podcast. I mean, we love our retro gaming, as you can see. But I think the hack is just showing you how easy some of this stuff is. It's not, there's a big stereotype that all of this is difficult. It's not. I mean, the NES mod, for example, is incredibly easy.
It's very simple.
We were surprised when we first did it. Don't worry if you haven't got a NES. This is just an example. It will be an example to show you how to do it. It won't take that long. If you want to go out and buy one, then great. That's another thing to mention. You don't need to go and get tons and tons of equipment. You don't need big plasma screens behind us or massive amounts of computing power. It helps, but you don't need it in order to do any of this stuff, really. I mean, we'll be going through exactly what you need in order to perform.
As long as you've got just a normal computer at home, you can do it.
Yeah, you can do something, then you can develop on that what you want, really. Then after we've looked at the NES, our basic modding section, then we'll be going on to MAC address authentication. We're not going to go too much into it now, but basically every computer has a serial number, and the screen's just gone off, but never mind. Basically every computer's got its own serial number, and then that serial number can be used to uniquely identify a computer. And so it's just, imagine it as if you're going into a club. It's your ID, basically. And if you want to get into certain areas of a network, you have to have that ID in order to get there. And that serial number is theoretically supposed to be burned into a computer and isn't supposed to be changeable.
It can be.
It is quite easily changeable, and therefore easy to get around. That's just we're starting at the low level stuff. We'll eventually move on to things like wireless security, which is something that me and Tom have had quite a bit of experience at before, which is very fun. There's a lot of confusing tutorials out there, but we're going to be going through it step by step.
We did spend a lot of time looking into wireless before. We looking at tutorials online and just trying to get our head around it, and a lot of the stuff out there was quite confusing.
The information out there is definitely confusing.
But it took us a while, but we did get it.
We got there in the end, and now we can
show you how to do it simply.
Another guy worth mentioning is the guy down here. If he wants to sort of just stick his head up, it's Ben. He's our podcast manager. He may be getting into this at some point.
Maybe doing some iPhone stuff.
iPhone stuff, definitely. Just joining in anytime you've got anything interesting. Or anything you want.
Ben does his own podcast, don't you, Ben? You say for sales.
Yeah, we'll do a shout out. We'll do a shout out now. Everyone's into ska music, then
Scarcastuk.com.
There you go. We expect a shout out for us now on Scarcast UK.
Definitely.
Excellent. And that's it for Pilot Zero. Just to keep you updated, on our website, our podcasts are going to be broken up into separate sections. You can get the entire podcast one after one. We're hopefully going to get this up on iTunes as well. But we're going to be splitting it up into different sections, sort of like a little hierarchy on our main website that you can if you're looking for something specific, we'll be splitting our podcasts into small clips, so you can look up anything specific that you're interested in. So we'll have our news section. You can just look up all the news articles that we've read, or you can just look at specifically the console modding bits or specifically the hacking bits, rather than having to sift through an entire podcast working out exactly what you want to listen to, rather than us waffle on for ages. So, anything else?
We'll cover most of the stuff.
Yeah. Okay. In that case, we shall see you in Get Off My Land podcast 1. See you then.
Yeah, see you then.
Oh, sorry. Just to mention, I'm Mike CJ.
And I'm Tommy New.
We should have made
mystery assistant.
And this is Mystery Assistant. We may be mentioning his name later. And we should have really said that at the start.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
There you go.
Fair enough. Right.
Alright, see you next
See
week.
you guys later.
See ya.
Bye.